Hey y'all, it's Dan for Numerical Lion, the name of my YouTube channel, coming to you from an undisclosed secret location to talk about this occult secret practice of gematria, this practice of coding numbers into letters, letters into numbers, numbers are letters, letters are numbers, the Kabbalists. That's why they call it the Cabal, straight from Kabbalah, your path to God. Anyway, I saw the story today on January 15th about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2020 inductees. And picture of Whitney Houston here. So let me read a little bit of the story here. This year's inductees to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame were revealed Wednesday. They are Depeche Mode, the Doobie Brothers, Whitney Houston, Nine Inch Nails, the Notorious B.I.G., and T-Rex. John Landau and Irving Azoff are the recipients of the Ahmet Ertegun Award. To be eligible for the Hall of Fame, an individual artist or band must have released their first commercial recording at least 25 years prior to the year of nomination. Ballots were cast by an international voting body of more than 1,000 artists, including current living inductees, historians, and members of the music industry. So, it's the 35th one being held in May, on May 2nd, in Cleveland, Ohio. Tickets go on sale on February 27th. And the ceremony will be broadcasted live on HBO. So, a lot of things here that are interesting. So, let's go to the decode here. That's me. So, the ceremony on 5/2 or 2/5. And I noticed that to be eligible for the Hall of Fame, an individual or artist or band must have released their first commercial recording at least 25 years prior to the year of nomination. So ceremony on 2/5, 25 years. Inductees were announced on the 15th day with 16th numerology. 1 plus 15 is 16. Inductees is 53. 53, a prime number. Also the reflection of 35, right? It's the 35th ceremony. 53, the 16th prime number, happened on a day with 16 numerology. Perfect time to announce the inductees. The ceremony is in Cleveland. Cleveland 33, right? And, 16, write out 16, it equals 33. One of only two numbers that when you write out equals 33. So let's get back to this relationship between 16 and 33, and rock and roll equals 66. All right, we're talking about rock and roll. This was announced on the 15th with 351 days left in the year. See that? 351. And from this news, the ceremony is 15 weeks and 3 days. 153, the reflection of 351. Also, the ceremony is on the 123rd day of the year. May 2nd is the 123rd day of the year. 1, 2, 3. Kind of like rock and roll is 1, 2, 3. Kind of like how the beat goes. 1, 2, 3. The news comes out on a day with 11 numerology. 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 is 11. The ceremony takes place on a day with 11 numerology. 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 11. Also, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame equals 202. And I just thought of this. It's the 2021, or 22. 11 and 11 is 22. 11 a master number in numerology, 22 a master builder number, and one of the inductees, the notorious BIG equals 89. 89, a very special number. Get to that in a minute. And also the Doobie Brothers, 89. I don't know why the Doobie Brothers are being inducted, but whatever. Oh, it's by the numbers, that's why. 89 is the 11th Fibonacci number. So the relationship to 11. Also, the other inductees, 9 Inch Nails, 220. Another 22. And T-Rex also equals 22 for the 2020 on a day with 11 numerology. So Hall of Fame also equals 79. 79, a prime number. The 22nd prime number. All gets back to 22. The news comes out on a day with 47 numerology. See that? And the ceremony is on a day with 47 numerology. And Hall of Fame equals 47. Also 47, the 15th prime number. Oops. If you go here, 47, big number in this practice, the 15th prime number. And it was announced on the 15th. Got so many tabs open. Depeche Mode will be inducted. Not sure why. I'm not really a fan. But right, it's Gematria. It's all about Gematria. Depeche Mode 56 and 43. And that's interesting because it was announced on a day with 56 numerology. 1 plus 15 plus 20 plus 20 is 56. And Hall of Fame equals 43. Just like Depeche Mode. So I was trying to find information on Whitney Houston. And, I noticed that there's a picture of her. She's very prominent, She could have chose a picture of any one of these artists. Why is it Whitney Houston that's chosen? And I figured out the connection. So she died 8 years and 81 days before this ceremony. The 81 is the interesting part. Well, it's all interesting, but Ritual equals 81. Also Whitney Houston. Ritual. Of course, that Ritual number, 81. It'll be announced on the 27th, February 27th. The tickets will be sold on the 27th, right? And Whitney Houston. The word ceremony seems to be synced around her. Whitney Houston, 81, also 162, which is 81 plus 81. She was born in 63. And this 216, that's 6 times 6 times 6. And the reflection of 27 is 72, right? The Ritual number. So there's a lot on Whitney Houston here. She died on a day with 35 numerology. Look at Whitney. Here she is. Whitney Elizabeth Houston, born August 9th, 63, died on February 11th. There's the 11 again. This was announced on a day with 11 numerology. The ceremony takes place on a day with 11 numerology. A lot of stuff with 11 and Whitney Houston. So she died on a day with 35 numerology, right? This is the 35th ceremony. 2 plus 11 plus 20 plus 12 is 35. And 9 numerology as well. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 9. And 81 is 9 times 9. So the ceremony is 3 months, 17 days from this announcement on 115. 3 months and 17 days. Why is that interesting? I'll tell you. Her full name, Whitney Elizabeth Houston, equals 317. Also, Houston equals 1. So check this out too. She died on 2/11 or 11/2. Perfect, right? And also 31, the 11th prime number. 11. The path to Kabbalah, there are 10 Sephiro, and there's 11th one too, the hidden 11th Sephiro. So 317 is a special number. It's a prime number. Disregard that. 317 is the 66th prime number. Rock and roll equals 66. Our relationship to 33, if you write out 33, right, equals 66. Rock and roll equals 66. I said that. See that? Rock and roll 66. Also 51, the reflection of 15. So news is announced on the 15th. Also, it was announced on the 15th, and her full name equals 115. And it makes me think of Saturn too, because in Jewish gematria, Saturn is 511. Right? The reflection of 115. This is all about Saturn worship, or Satan. Saturn also 42. She died on the 42nd day of the year, February 11th. 31 and 11 is 42. She died on the 42nd day. And also, the N word, 42. Let's get back to the decode here before we get too lost. Also, Whitney Houston, her full name is 110, and that's 11, right? We were talking about 11 before, how this was happening on a day with 11 numerology. It was announced on a day with 11 numerology, right? There's the 11. And all these artists connectioned with 11 and 22. So the ceremony will be 109 days from today. 109 days. If you include the and 109 is 19. Satan is 19. Satan is also 35. Probably get to that at a later slide, but let's do it right now. Satan 35 is the 35th. Right? This is the 35th edition. So 109 is a prime number. It's the 29th prime number. And the tickets go on sale on a day with 29 numerology. 2 plus 27 is 29. 227 is the 58th day of the year. 58. Number of Freemasonry. Who runs the music industry? Right? Freemasonry does. Freemasonry owes its debt to Kabbalah. They practice Kabbalah. The 35th ceremony, a tribute to the people behind the scenes and Satan. So people behind the scenes, Bengali 35, or a handler 35 as well. The reflection of 53, like Inductees 53. And Satan, as I mentioned before, 35. This is the 35th one. So also the music, if you write out the phrase 35th Annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony equals 205 in Jewish. And remember, it's going to be held on 5/2. You have to have 25 years, from your commercial release. What was that phrase they said? to be eligible. Yeah, to be eligible, an individual or artist must have released their first commercial recording at least 25 years prior to the year of nomination. Right? So that's the scoop on that. A lot to decode. But thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Please learn this code. You'll see how everything is coded. You know, everything. And I've got proof, and millions, not millions, and a lot of other people have proof too. Check out Simple Truth TV television. Check out Shigozi Truth. Check out, of course, Zachary K. Hubbard, who we all learn from. Dan Barrett, Gematrinator 85. We're all proving this on a daily. I have over 1,000 blog posts and a whole bunch of videos, like 150. I don't even know how many videos I have proving this on the daily. You know, there's a real pattern going on. It's beyond coincidence, whether it's murder by numbers or when people were fired or when the inductees to the Hall of Fame are or when events happen, earthquakes, everything. When people retire, sports leagues, everything. So learn the code, see through the deception. Thank you so much.